Hi and welcome. I'm going to play Yada. It's on the ABRSM Grade 2 list for 2019 and 2020. It's piece C2. It's a tune by Bob Carleton, arranged here by Nikki Iles. At the end of the video, I will play it through as if for the exam, but first of all, let's listen to it with a backing track. Let's now have a think through the piece. Up at the top here, it says swinging, so we have to swing the quavers. Here's a great exercise, would be to play your scales with a swing rhythm. So we are in the key of, we've got no sharp, we're in C major for this piece. So the scale of C major would sound like this. We can make it sound perhaps more interesting if we do the scale over a couple of chords. So if I play chord 2, which would be D minor, then chord 5, G, and go to chord 1. Could you see what I was doing? My right hand just started on the root note of the chord. So D, G, C. I could try starting on the third note of the chord. Ooh. Or the fifth, all sorts of things. I could try coming down instead of going up. Let's just do one of those. I'll do coming down. Which I decided to change a little bit at the end there. So that's a great way to get into the swing feel. Now then, let's work through the piece steadily. There are lots of articulations, aren't there? We have, I've got staccato notes at the beginning there. We're going to have some legato in the same bar. In the second bar, we've got a marcato, and there's one right at the very end. And in a little bit, we're going to see a tenuto. So many different accents and different touches we need to work on, and we'll bump into those as we go along. I see this beginning bit as an introduction. And I'm starting loud, staccato, getting slightly quieter, and then that sign is the marcato. I always think of that as being a mix between a staccato and an accent. So it's accented and short. Bit of a sort of, think of it like a hammer action. I try and avoid though just landing from a great height generally. That's not the sound I want. I want to just feel the pressure from fairly close to the key. So that's an interesting shape. I wonder, good exercise as always, just a sort of brain exercise, is to, can I do everything just a semitone higher? Can I do it all a semitone lower? Now where the tune starts here, hold on to that note. So the left hand is nice and legato, I think, down that scale. But in the right hand, I don't mind coming off between each bar. I think that makes good sense. I like the rhythm there. And with the left-hand accompaniment. And both hands off together there. And this lovely little idea down here. It says fifth on the G. Yeah, that gets you ready for the next bit. Is it essential? No, of course it's not. Now there's a lot in those 4 bars. For example, we've got this tenuto here. It means we've got to really make sure we give those notes their full 2 beats. We've had so many staccatos before, so it's reminding us really hold them on. And just before that, importantly, we've got a rest in both hands. So we need to make sure there really is a whole beat's worth of silence there. And then this bit in the right hand, got to hold on to the C while playing these fingers. And then hold on to the D while we move that one. There's a lot in those 2 bars. I would be tempted just to drill that a little bit, even with a straight quaver feel. Then let's try swing. I then try and just move it elsewhere on the piano. Notice I'm moving it up a semitone, and if you do 2 or 3 of those, you get into some really interesting shapes, great for your fingers. And combined with the left hand, staccato, holding on very carefully to the right notes there. Let's move on. Staccato, piano and cheekily. Even at bar 12, we've got a staccato there. A land on those 2 notes. Mezzo piano, just slightly louder. And getting louder. It would be tempting to play. But that's not what's indicated, is it? Keep the staccatos going. Then we're back into the main tune. And always be careful with that kick that we've already looked at. And on this little run up here, I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just, well, why not? And then I can get ready for that bit. But the fingering they suggest, that works too. So you have a think about it. Second finger, thumb. Again, there's a little tenuto in that left hand telling us, again, it's just a reminder really, saying this one isn't staccato. But there are some rests there. And the ending, there's so many marks in there, aren't there? Marcatos, staccatos, accents, getting quieter, getting louder. It'll take a bit of time to work out all the detail. It's often worth, I think, trying to put this detail in, even if you're just hands separately. It sort of makes the learning process doubly long if you try and add it in at a later stage. So go nice and slowly at the start and think about all the detail as well. It's a great piece. Let me now play it through without the backing track so that you can hear it as it might be for an exam. Thanks for watching and good luck. Bye-bye for now. thanks for joining me. I hope you found that video useful. If you did, we should thank my Patreon supporters for making it possible. If you really enjoyed it, you may like to consider joining them, but if not, please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends. Bye-bye for now.